I want to note a couple housekeeping items. We are live streaming this meeting and it's also being recorded. We would request for those of you in the room, if you'd please put your cell phone on silent or vibrate, we would appreciate that courtesy. I do want to note that Commissioner Sanada is in Harrisburg today on county business, but he was able to join us by phone. Chris, are you hearing us okay?
Yes, I can hear you fine, Chairman.
Great, thank you, and we hear you fine just as well. So thank you for taking the time to join us, Mr. Sanada. We always begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and if you please remain standing for a moment of silence. Sheriff Martwinski's with us. Could you lead us in the pledge?
Yes, sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. Ryan, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sanada?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. So we do have a quorum. I will note that at the moment in our audience, we have folks who are planning to present some resolutions for our consideration. And even though they are technically members of the public, they're also here on business. So if we do get people in from the public, I want to note that we give two opportunities for public comment, one in a few moments and then one before we adjourn. But I'll hold off on all of the rest of the particulars until if and when any members of the public show up. Item 2 on the agenda would be row officer reports and comments. Now, as you'll note that Sheriff Martwinski is scheduled to come up front in just a few moments on a proposal he has for us, but we also set aside time anytime any of our row officers are here for anything over and above what they might have for us to consider. So, Sheriff, is there anything else that you have for us today?
No, I do not.
Thank you, and we'll be getting to you very shortly. Sure. Thank you, sir. So I will open it for public comment at this time. And hearing and seeing none, again, prior to adjournment, we'll go through the same process. Under fiscal and contractual, most every week we get reports from the county controller's office, which are known as warrant registers, sometimes referred to as check reconciliation registers. It's a listing of the bills that have been paid and run through the controller's office. Today's documents are dated May 21, 22, 27, 28, and 29. And I'll give Mr. Kennedy and Mr. Sanada the time they need to look them over. And whenever you gentlemen are ready, I could take a motion for us to accept these reports.
I'm ready, Chairman. I'll wait for Commissioner Kennedy.
So did I, and I'll make a motion to approve.
And I'll second the motion.
I thank you both. Any questions, gentlemen? Hearing none, we'll ask Ryan to call the roll.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have the minutes of the May 26th meeting. And again, Chris and Dan, whatever time you need to look them over, and when you're ready, I'd be happy to take a motion for us to adopt the minutes.
I'll make a motion to adopt them all once Commissioner Kennedy is seconded when he has.
I'll second them.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any concerns? Hearing none, we'll request a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We have two pieces of written communications that we'll read into the record. The first comes from American Metals Recycling, which is based in the borough of Elwood City. This is the former Inmetco location, some of you might be familiar with. The correspondence notes that they are required by law to notify municipal and county officials of their intent to seek renewal of the in-place and compliant Title V state operating permit. The current permit is scheduled to expire on November 30 of this year. And this application that they have to submit goes to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. As noted, they're required by law to notify us of this action that they are taking. The document is signed by Michael Sell, project manager. The second and final document that we've received comes from Columbia Gas out of Monaca in Beaver County. This is notifying the county of their intent to apply to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection's Bureau of Clean Water for Chapter 102 permits for a project that will be taking place in both the city of Newcastle and Union Township. The description of the project includes the installation of approximately 7,490 linear feet of 2, 4, and 8 PMMP in both the city of Newcastle and Union Township. The controls would include filter socks, trench plugs, and PCSM. And this is signed by Catherine Dukovich, Natural Resources Permitting Coordinator. Those are the two documents we've received. Chris or Dan, any concerns?
No.
Would one of you wish to make a motion for us to accept these letters, please?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you both. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yeah.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Ryan. That takes us down to commissioner reports and comments. And today, according to my document, Mr. Sonata gets to go first. I'll note for the record that Debbie Wachter from the Newcastle News has joined us, along with, would you wish to introduce your?
Yes, this is Kat, and she's our intern for the summer.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome. Is it K-A-T?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you, Kat.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you're either a college student or a college graduate?
Yeah, I'm a college student.
Where do you go?
Slippery Rock University,
Wonderful. Majoring in,
journalism and political science.
which is why you're here.
Yes.
Sorry to hit you with all these questions you probably weren't expecting.
No, it's okay.
Are you from Lawrence County?
No, I'm from Washington County.
Okay, couple counties down the road. We're very glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Certainly, we appreciate you joining us, and you're in very capable hands. Thank you both. By the way, we did have our first public comment, and I'll give you either of you that opportunity at this time if you wish to make any public comment. Thank you. We are down to on the agenda. Oh, and just so you're also aware, Commissioner Sonata is participating by phone. He is in Harrisburg today on county business, but he is on the phone with us. In fact, I'm getting ready to turn the meeting over to him for his any reports or comments that he might have.
At this time, Chairman, I'm going to pass this week since I am in Harrisburg.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris. I get to go next. Actually, I just want to note that looking forward, looking ahead, at 11 o'clock this morning, the retirement board, which consists of the commissioners, the county controller, and the county treasurer, we will be meeting in this room. It's open to the public, and it will be live streamed to conduct a public hearing on it's an administrative hearing regarding the appeal of a county retiree relative to the issuance of cost of living increase that was implemented a while back. So that will be taking place at 11 o'clock, and again, it is open to the public. I also want to note that on Friday of this week, June 5, Board of Elections, which in this case consists of 3 commissioners, we will be meeting in this room at 1:30 for the purpose of certifying the primary election results. That is open to the public. At 2 o'clock on Friday, June 5, the salary board, which consists of the 3 elected commissioners and the county controller, will be meeting in public in this room. I believe at this time we have, I think, 2 items on the agenda, if I recall correctly. And both items fall under the jurisdiction of the commissioners. So there will not be any other elected officials here other than the 4 permanent members of the salary board. With that, I will turn the meeting over to Commissioner Kennedy for any remarks he would wish to make.
I'm fine.
Thank you, sir, very much. Well, that takes us to new business. And first on our agenda today, we're honored to have Sheriff Martwinski with us. Sheriff, would you mind coming to the microphone? He has a proposal for us to consider. Ryan, what number do we assign this?
108.
This is proposed resolution 108, and this is a recommendation that the sheriff is making for us, for the county, to enter into a contract with realauction.com. We've explained many times that, notwithstanding the fact that the sheriff and the other row officers are independently elected, they don't report to us. The county code still does require that any time a contract is entered into, the stipulation is that it has to come before the Board of Commissioners for us to give approval to it. So that's why the sheriff is here today. And with that, sir, I'll turn it over to you if you'd like to offer an explanation of what you'd like for us to consider.
Yeah, so first, thank you very much. I'd like to just, present with the resolution 108. I would like to get into, and I've given you guys the contract on that. Real Auction, it's an online auction site that specifically deals with sheriff sales, sheriff's offices, and governments. It's utilized right now by numerous counties in Pennsylvania. So some of our bordering counties are doing it. It would allow us, in my opinion, to modernize the sheriff's sales process, which would then open up a little bit more of a bidding opportunity for other people. So it sort of breaks in the geographical and scheduling issues that we may have. Being here at 10 a.m., on Wednesdays or possibly Thursdays, it's easier to do it a little bit online. And I think the one advantage is being able to have a bigger field of people to actually look at doing the auctions. I know too that some people are, going to the tax auctions. So it's something familiar we're dealing with. I just feel that with Real Auction, they specialize in sheriff sales particularly. And being that they do that, we're not the first one just going with the company and being sort of like the pilot program. So they've known that for a while. I just think it's going to give me more efficiency in the office, modernize our office, and then, audit trails and transparency, things of that nature. That's why I was looking, to do this. And it's my first time being on a resolution. So, I'm juggling that a little bit because that's new to me. That's why we would like to go to that process. So.
Well, I'll say this, Sheriff, you're not only a good sheriff, you're a very effective salesperson. You've convinced me.
Yeah.
It does give, I appreciate you bringing it to us, and as you alluded to, our tax claim office has gone kind of down the same road as you'd like to go down,
right,
in terms of how this is handled. And from what I've recalled, that seemed to go well for them. It also gives me the opportunity to clarify something, and I hope you'll clarify my clarification. All the time I've been up here as a commissioner, there always seems to be confusion with some people between a sheriff's sale, right, and a delinquent tax sale. And my understanding is that a sheriff's sale is specific to mortgages. Is that correct?
That is correct. So it goes under foreclosures, mortgage, things of that nature. Court, the court of common pleas gets the order in, and it's mainly for bank foreclosures of that sense. So, yeah.
Whereas our tax claim office, when they hold a sale, it's for delinquent property tax.
Yes.
And people tend to get the two confused. But I think they can remember that a sheriff's sale pertains to mortgages and the tax claim office's sales deal with delinquent taxes.
That's correct.
Thank you for helping me on
For
that.
sure, for sure.
I'm gonna see if, well, bear with me one more moment, please. The company that you're proposing that we enter into the agreement with, where are they based out of? Sharon?
I believe they are out of Florida. I think that's their main hub is there. But they are in all the states, pretty much.
And I assume if we approve this, then they'll have a contact person with whom you'll work closely. Is that
Right,
correct?
right. So they give you a build team that comes to the office. They handle everything. They provide the training for the bidders, the training for the attorneys. All of it is handled through them, regarding it. So they have all the training process in place. We don't lose any, authority or authorization as the sheriff sells. It's still run from the county aspect in accordance with the laws of Pennsylvania for the sheriff sales issue.
Is it done strictly, totally online? Or it's all online?
Yes.
You no longer have
You
to?
won't have to be here anymore. So that's kind of the benefit that I feel too is, it's sort of like if you're familiar with eBay, so I'm just sort of similar, making a little bit more simple explanation. But you would be able to do it online. You can do it the day before and get your stuff set up, and then you get notifications if you win or not. So if someone does work and they can't get here, they're looking for that, they would be able to do that online.
And you'll have to help me with my sometimes bad memory. Is there a set schedule? Do you hold sheriff sales every other month?
Every other month.
Yes.
Yes.
When would you expect this to be implemented?
So I would like to, if it would be approved by you guys, I would like to do it for the September sheriff sale coming up. So that would give us plenty of time to get it in place, and they feel that would be a good time to, from talking to the company, that would give us adequate time to get, everything, our questions in order and things like that.
Thank you, and I've asked more than my share of questions, so I'm gonna see if Mr. Kennedy has questions.
No, hopefully it works as well as the other online sale does.
Thank you. Mr. Sonata, do you have questions of Sheriff Martwinsky?
No, he was very thorough, I have no question.
Thank you. Well, this is proposed resolution 108, which would allow the county, on behalf of the sheriff, to enter into an agreement with realauction.com LLC. And the sheriff is recommending this. May I have a motion for resolution 108?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Anything else, Sheriff?
No, sir, that's it. Thank you very much.
We'll take our roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Sheriff, you're very welcome to stay, but if you have to move along, we understand. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, for sure.
Since he's staying, that means we have to behave. Next on the agenda, Vanessa Lovely is with us from Lawrence County Social Services. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. Sorry.
Do you have two resolutions for us today, I believe?
Yes.
Good. So we'll start with number 109. This involves the Medical Assistance Transportation Program. Before you present, the document I have in front of me, I think might need to be corrected. You may not even have it in your packet. It's the actual resolution, and it states towards the bottom, approved this day of, and then it's listed as July. I'm assuming that should be June.
That was my oversight.
Oh, okay, so we'll just scratch the word July twice, and we'll substitute June. So I hope you're all caught up on that. Well, thank you. Vanessa, I'll turn it over to you.
Sure. Well, and we're ahead of schedule if I'm here in June, so that's a good thing. But thank you. I'm here representing Lawrence County Social Services. For the past 20, 30 years, Lawrence County Social Services has administered the Medical Assistance Transportation Program on behalf of Lawrence County. And the program has sort of shifted and changed over the years, but how it works currently is that Lawrence County is designated as a vendor model. So the county determines their administrator. They like to call it the little a administrator. You are the big A administrator. And Lawrence County Social Services then administers the program, and by that it means Lawrence County residents who have medical assistance or Medicaid can apply, and they receive free transportation to covered medical and pharmacy appointments. And Lawrence County Social Services does that through several modes. One would be the ACTS bus. One would be the Transit Authority, Newcastle Transit Authority bus tickets. If the person or family has access to a private vehicle, we would give them mileage. And then fourth, and it's really reserved for like urgent care situations, we can pay like NOGA or Medic Rescue to do a wheelchair transport. So in addition to all of that, we do all of the reporting and things like that that are required back to the county. So we did submit an application to DHS at the end of April for $2.5 million, $2,568,537. And as far as we know, it was approved. And how that would work is the cost per trip that the county would pay Lawrence County Social Services would be $36.40. And the program's kind of unique in that we're granted an amount, but if we don't provide those trips, obviously that amount doesn't get passed through to Lawrence County Social Services. So I feel for the new year, we're expecting about 70,000 trips and to serve around 1,500 unduplicated Lawrence County residents. So.
Well, we thank you for, once again, as you do every year, bringing this for us for our consideration. Let me see if Commissioner Sanada has any questions.
No.
Thank you, Chris. Mr. Kennedy? Thank you. And obviously you're requesting and recommending that we approve this.
Yes, please.
So gentlemen, may I have a motion for Resolution 109?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
I thank you both, and if there are no other questions, we'll ask Ryan to call the roll.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carried.
Thank you. And then we'll shift gears a little bit, move on to proposed Resolution 110, and this involves an agreement with Allied Coordinated Transportation Services, also known as ACTS. And Vanessa, I'll let you give us all the details if you could, please.
Surely. And I'm here in tandem with Donald Andrews from CYS. So he has some other agreements to put before you for your consideration. But the particular agreement between ACTS, and we kind of call it the county now because CYS is definitely the department of the county that utilizes the ACTS services the most. But we have been able to provide some services for MHDS over this current fiscal year. So the agreement has different levels of service that ACTS can provide for consumers. And it would be like at CYS's discretion or MHDS's discretion if they chose to use us, of course. And they can purchase sort of our public trip, which anybody can purchase. And that's based on mileage, direct mileage between pickup and drop off. But then because some of CYS, their children require different levels of transport. For example, we transported this school year a lot of foster children who are school age, and they're placed in Butler County or Mercer County, Beaver County, and bringing them into their Newcastle school district or Elwood school, whatever their home school district is. So because that's an out-of-county trip that's coming into Lawrence County and it's outside of our public services, we charge $44 per hour for those types of trips. And I would be happy to go through all of the levels, but there's basically 4 levels, and we did that so it's like a la carte. Whatever works best for the foster child or the family, we're here to help in any way we can. So.
Thank you for providing those details. I'm going to see if Commissioner Kennedy has any questions. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sanada?
No, I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Dan, would you wish to second it?
And I'll second.
Okay, thank you. This is Resolution 110 that's been presented and given to us by Vanessa. Donald, I assume you're on board with everything that we
Correct.
discussed?
Yes.
Thank you. May I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Sonato?
Yeah.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Well, Vanessa, appreciate you taking the time to join us, and I know you're a busy person. If you have to move along, we understand, but you're always welcome to stay if you'd like.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. Take care. Donald Andrews is with us again today, which we're appreciative of. And Donald has, looks like 5 resolutions for us to consider.
Correct.
And like we did last week, Chris and Dan, would you mind if we hear his proposals, and then if we get to the end, take one motion for all of them? Now, we can always divide them out if we have to, but I hope you're both comfortable with doing. Dan has indicated yes. Are you okay, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, Donald, thanks for joining us. The first resolution is number 111. It's a contract with Able Screening, Inc. They're based out in California. I'm anxious to hear. First of all, is this a renewal?
This is a renewal.
Remind me what we do with them, please.
Yes, so they offer our Diana screens, which is a screening for our foster parents. It screens mental health and things along those lines. It's another step in making sure the foster parents are meeting the eligibility to be certified to receive payment for having kids in their care. We also use them for our kinship homes as well, so family members that take youth that we have in care. We did transition them. So last year, they were a bulk price that we purchased, a set amount of tests for the entire year. This year, we have moved them to a per test model. So it will be $45 for every test we administer, every screen we administer, and then there's an annual fee of $398 for the site visit, which gives us the ability to screen either at our office, or it gives our kinship workers the ability to go to the kinship home or the foster home and administer the screen there as well. It's all online.
Your last sentence took care of the question I was going to pose, so thank you. Again, as you noted, this is a renewal with some modifications. Let me turn it over to Mr. Kennedy to see if he has questions. Okay, thank you. Mr. Sonata?
No questions.
Okay, thank you, sir. Proposed resolution 112 is a contract with Avanco International based in Clifton, state of Virginia. Can you fill us in on this one, please?
Yes, this is a renewal as well. This is for our CAP service, so the online documentation website that we use. 58 of the 67 counties across Pennsylvania utilize it. It's where we put all of our information pertaining to our cases, our contacts, safeties, risk assessments. Everything gets documented into CAPS, and then there's an online reporting system that our fiscal team can generate, which gives us any errors relating to either medical information, educational information, now tribal information. So it's renewal. The rates are all the same as last year, except there is a 3% increase to the provider agreement, which we were budgeted for.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sonata, any questions for Donald on this proposal?
No, Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy? Thank you very much. Resolution 113 is a contract with CSI Corporate Security and Investigations based in Monaca, Beaver County. Go ahead, Donald.
Yes, so this is a renewal as well. They do all of our family finding and safety monitoring. The rates are all the same as last year. There's no increase to their hourly rate. We do have a new program, the safety monitoring, so they will sit on site with a child, should the child come into our care, rather than our agency staff sitting with the child. They can provide 24/7 surveillance, sit with the child in a support house, make sure the child's cared for until we can find placement if we don't have one at that time. There is a total budget. It is included on a rate sheet not to exceed that current total.
Thank you. Dan, do you have any questions?
None at all.
Chris, questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. Proposed resolution 114 would be a contract with Glade Run Lutheran Services based in Zillionople, Butler County.
Yes, so Glade Run offers some of our housing programs. They currently have a housing complex at Fruit Mill campus, and they are putting one at St. Joe's. The housing at Fruit Mill currently occupies, I believe, 4 or 6 houses for single mothers who are in need of housing that cannot find one either through our housing department or independently. If they are involved with us, we're able to put them up there. If it can prevent placement, or if we can reunify a child, we'll put a single mother there so that she has the housing support if that's one of the last things she needs. And then they are opening up the new program at St. Joe's, I believe sometime later this year or early next.
Thank you. Of course, the Fruit Mill facility is out in Shenango Township, and the St. Joe property that Donald referenced is, of course, the property that the county recently purchased from the diocese. And while all 3 of us have been involved, Mr. Kennedy has spent a great deal of time on this. Do you wish to either ask any questions or make any comments?
No, the only comment I'll make, we met with Steve yesterday, and they're going to start working on that probably in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully at the end of the year, we'll be ready to go. So.
Yes. And I will note the St. Joe campus is different from the Fruit Mill campus. They will be able to support not just single mothers, but single fathers or families as well. So it will not be limited to just single mothers.
That's helpful to know. Thank you. Chris, any questions or concerns?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. And then I believe our final proposal would be resolution 115. This is a contract with Pathways Adolescent Center based in Oil City, Venango County. Donald, I'll turn it over to you.
Yes, so this one is actually an amendment to the 25-26 contract. We would like to not do the amendment at the end of the year, but our hands are kind of tied to doing it. We had 2 children that were court ordered to enter into a new unit at Pathways Adolescent Center. It's a completely new facility. It's a complex case unit. So Pathways had a complex unit in the past. This one is specific to girls, and then they opened up 2 other units as well, but mostly the girls is what we're looking at. Like I said, we had 2 children that were court ordered to be placed into this facility. It's important to note, Pathways does not have an approved OC-wide budget for these 2 programs yet. It just opened May 26th. We did have them submit a letter stating that we would be holding payment until their OC-wide budget is submitted and approved to limit the liability to the county.
Does sound like a somewhat unique set of circumstances, but obviously when you have an order from the court, it's imperative that we adhere to that order, as best we're able to. Mr. Sonata, questions on this proposal? Chris, are you still? No questions? Okay, thanks, Chris. How about Mr. Kennedy?
Not at all.
Okay, thank you. Well, gentlemen, Mr. Andrews has presented resolutions 111 up through and including 115. And if you're so willing, I could certainly entertain a motion for us to approve all of them, if one of you wishes to make a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both. Are there any final questions for Donald on any of these? Okay, hearing none, then we'll ask Ryan to call the roll.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you so much. Well, Donald, we appreciate, as always, your being here next week.
Be here next week.
All right, great.
We'll see him this 1st of July.
That's correct. One more after as well.
We'll save a chair for you. Thanks, Donald.
See you later.
Next on the agenda would be proposed resolution 116. And for those of you who follow our meetings, you know, many of our meetings, we have budgetary transfers, but it's not often we have one in this amount, but circumstances warrant it. For those of you who have been at or by the courthouse, you'll notice a lot of scaffolding around the newer building. We're in the process of replacing what is actually the original roof on this building. This building was built in the late 70s, and the roof has lasted that long. Now, we've done some patching through the years, but it's really at a point where it needed to be replaced. And if you've attended some of our prior meetings, you'll know that we've also entered into some agreements with a company that's enhancing our lighting system to make it more energy efficient. So in order to cover the costs of these projects, and I'm probably missing a few, so maybe I better turn it over to Joe. I think I've touched on two of them, but
Yes.
what we're looking at, the resolution actually is a transfer of money from our capital contingency account in the amount of $2 million into the Commissioner's contingency expense fund account. Again, primary reason being for the payment of these projects, but Joe, I may have overlooked some things. I'll turn it over to you.
Sure, thanks, Commissioner. As you said, we would be transferring $2 million from our capital, basically, line item. Now, out of capital thing, it's unique about it. It's not part of our general fund spending budget. It's why we're making this transfer into our Commissioner contingency account, whereas then we can spend it out of that line item as needed. The spending breakdown for the $2 million is roughly $1.4 million on the roof project, and as you said, it's the original roof for the government center. I believe the government center's been open for 47 years, so that roof's probably been on for 48 or 49 years. So we certainly got it served us well through the course of time. We've done a lot of work on it to maintain it, but it was time. We have some leaks and things of that nature, and it's outlasted its life. So it's 1.4 for the roof, roughly $400,000 for our lighting project, and that's to install LED lighting throughout the government center and the courthouse. With both of those projects, there should be a return in our monthly invoices and bills from the power companies and so forth. They're both designed for energy savings down the road as we move forward. The third item is roughly $200,000 on the generator in the old courthouse. The generator has been in for many years. It's no longer working up to standard, and also there's some issues with where it's located. Back when it was put in to the old courthouse, generators were allowed to be indoors and so forth. Now, in order to meet code, it has to be moved to an outdoor location. The reasons it's important, we looked at different avenues rather than replace a generator. However, the issue is with the elevators, and some of them are transport of individuals coming over from our jail, and our judges use the back elevator an awful lot. And the issue that we run into is if we had a power outage, that elevator would no longer function. So a generator is really the only option we had moving forward. And again, the cost for that was roughly $200,000.
Thank you for providing those helpful statistics. And before I turn it over to Mr. Kennedy, Attorney Floro?
No, I'm Attorney Gabriel.
Oh, I apologize. Forgive me. And we welcome you, and you're fine. We're in the process, and this is a public meeting, so you're fine, Counselor. We're toward the end of our public meeting, and I know you're here for the 11 o'clock hearing. So but forgive my mistake in calling you Attorney Floro.
Not at all, thank you.
I apologize, but please be comfortable.
Thank
you. Mr. Kennedy, do you have questions or comments on this proposal?
No, it's just, big thing is it's moving along very well. Hopefully the lights will be done by sometime in July. And Joe, they say in August for the roof?
Yeah, August, early September.
Joe and I have a meeting weekly with the gentleman who keeps us updated, so moving along pretty good. So thank you, Joe.
Finally, the weatherman is finally cooperating with us. That helps. Well, especially for the roof. And I tell you, I really appreciate, I think these enhancements have been excellent.
We have lights that actually work all through the courthouse now.
Yep.
And they were as old as the building too, so.
Yes. And these, I believe you can dim.
Yeah.
Which saves on electricity. Mr. Sonata, questions or concerns?
No, I just think that this is an investment that needs to be made. We're very fortunate to get the 47+ years out of the original roof, and the lights are gonna save substantial amounts of money over the years, and if something needs to be done, and just pleased to do it, I will make a motion to approve.
This is resolution
I'll
116.
make one more comment.
Yes,
if I
please,
can.
please.
The nice thing is the contractors that are doing this work are both from Orange County. So we hired Orange County people to do work at Orange County Government Center, which was nice to do.
Thank you.
And I'll second that motion.
Thank you for noting that too, Dan. This is proposed resolution 116. It's been moved and seconded. We have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carried.
this must be Attorney Florida.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please make yourself comfortable. We are in the midst of our weekly county commissioners meeting. We will be done before 11 o'clock. And it's a public meeting, so you've come to the right place. Although I must admit, I mistook Attorney Gabriel for you, and I apologize to both of you.
Well, I've served 26 years on the Quaker Valley School Board, so I feel you.
Thank you, sir. But the difference is I get a paycheck. You don't get a paycheck for being on the school board.
You see this big target on my back.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you both, gentlemen. If you'll bear with us, we're close to wrapping up our public commissioners meeting, and that'll allow us a little break, and then we'll be able to start right at 11.
Very good.
Thank you both, gentlemen. Let's see. The motion has been made and seconded. I'm sorry, did we do a roll call yet? We did not. Any final comments? No, thank you. We'll take the roll call on 116, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carried.
Thank you. Administrative transfers, we have 3 requests. I'm going to read them into the record. And Dan and Chris, interrupt me if you have questions. If not, when we get to the end of the 3, I could please accept a motion for us to approve them if you so desire. Court administration is asking for a $13,000 transfer from their contingency into their maintenance and repair line item. Court administration is also asking for a $4,000 transfer from their contingency into the office minor line item. And then Children and Youth Services is asking for a $100 transfer from contracted provider care line item into the minor equipment line item. Dan, any questions on these?
No.
Chris, any questions?
No.
Would one of you wish to make a motion to approve these requests?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
I thank you both, gentlemen. We'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you so much. Announcements. The county commissioners will meet again 1 week from today in public in this room at 10 a.m. I want to remind everyone that the county treasurer's office will be closed tomorrow, Wednesday, June 3. They have some training that their staff needs to take advantage of. So I believe that if someone wishes to come in and make a payment, they can utilize the drop box that is specific for the treasurer's office for the purpose of collecting tax payments. They are open today. They will be open on Thursday as well. We noted earlier that this Friday, June 5 at 1:30, The election board, which consists of the three of us, we will be meeting in this room, open to the public, for the purpose of certifying the primary election results at 2 o'clock on Friday, June 5. The salary board, which consists of three commissioners and the county controller, will be meeting in public for the purpose of considering, I believe, two proposals that are before us. And then finally, I will remind everyone that at 11 a.m. today, the retirement board will be convening for a public meeting for the purpose of holding an administrative hearing. And then finally, the courthouse will be closed on Friday, June 19, in observance of the Juneteenth federal holiday. That takes us to public comment. I will open the floor. We usually start with our reporter. Debbie, any questions?
Well, actually, we want to apologize for being late today because we were both held up in traffic with road construction. And the long needed project in New Wilmington is now underway. So I got kind of blocked into the borough, which is a good thing.
That is
working on it. So.
No apology necessary.
And also, Joe, after the meeting, could you please provide us again with the names of the contractors?
Sure.
Debbie is now a resident of New Wilmington as of last week. So welcome to New Wilmington.
Felt trapped there today.
What street specifically were they focused on?
158 right into town from the overlook all the way through.
Down the hill. Boy, it did need it. It does need it. I'm glad they're finally, I'm sure you're glad they're finally getting to it.
And so it's needed it for a long time.
Yes, it has.
The project's been scheduled for a long time too, so
Yes, it has.
it's finally happening.
Thank you. Kat, do you have any questions for us?
No, I did not, thank you.
Well, we look forward to your attending our meetings in the future. As you see, they are somewhat dry. There's not a lot of excitement usually, so sorry about that. But they are sometimes very boring. Anyhow, I will open the floor for other public comment at this time. Hearing and seeing none. Sheriff, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you for staying.
For sure.
Closing comments from my colleagues. Mr. Sanada, I'll start with you because I know you've got to hit the road here pretty soon. Do you have closing comments?
No, sir, no, Chair.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kennedy, thank you. Joe or Ryan, anything we've maybe overlooked?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Well, listen, we appreciate everybody joining us this morning. And a reminder that in about 10 or 11 minutes, we will be convening the special administrative hearing for the retirement board. There being no other business to be brought before this board, may I please have an adjournment motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you very much. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carried. The meeting is adjourned. Mr. Vanasco, if you could, after you shut that one off.
Sure.
If you could also turn off the
Have a good day, Commissioner.
see you, Chris.
He's gone already.
Eric, thank you. And like I say, yeah, you can turn that on.